This is the difference between a real estate agent and a wholesaler. An agent has to have a license, a wholesaler doesn't. Agents get paid about 2 to 3% on commission of the sale of the house, whereas wholesalers get paid an assignment fee, which is usually a fixed amount. Agents' buyers are usually home buyers and sometimes investors, whereas wholesalers are strictly investors. To finance properties that are bought through real estate agents, you'll typically use conventional methods, but you could also use things like cash or HELOCs or hard money loans. Whereas if you work with a wholesaler, the only way to buy those properties is through hard money loans, private money loans, or cash. The deals that agents find are on market, which means everyone can compete with it. Whereas off market properties are what wholesalers find, which means there's lower competition, which means you could probably get it for a better price. The sellers that agents work with are usually people who are selling their home and sometimes investors who don't really need to sell. Wholesalers, on the other hand, work with home buyers, home sellers, and investors who are super motivated to get out of their house right now. The closing time when you work with a property that is with a real estate agent is usually about 30 to 45 days. With the wholesaler, you usually have to be able to close within 7 to 14 days. When you put an offer in on a house with a real estate agent, the typical contingencies you have, which are ways you can back out of the contract, are if you can't get a mortgage, if the house isn't worth what it is worth, that's called an appraisal contingency, and if you can't inspect the property. But with a wholesaler, you typically have no contingencies, means you have to buy it without seeing it sometimes. If you're looking for someone that is more transparent, you're going to want to use a real estate agent because they have a fiduciary responsibility to give you the truth. Whereas wholesalers work for both sides, the seller and the buyer, and their interest is making the most profit they can. Hit the follow button for more tips for beginner real estate investors.